So what's your name?
Mariokalpou.
Okay.
Am I on vlog now? Yeah.
You basically you have your own television show out of Australia.
Yeah, well, it's actually out of America, but
you're okay if I record this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got my own television show.
Okay.
I'm on my 4th season right now.
Awesome. And what channel is it on?
You can get it on Outdoor Channel, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Roku, Sling. There's a whole bunch of networks that play on my show.
Okay, so I do the Please Subscribe show. We're like kind of launching out. So what is the easiest way to see your show? Like what channel?
Go to Hulu.
Hulu? Okay, I had Hulu for a while.
Yeah, and then, or otherwise, if you got cable, it's on the Outdoor Channel. But there's a whole bunch of, Amazon Prime is another easy way to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, and how did you go about to getting your own television show?
Well, that's a funny story because I actually got approached by someone at a convention in Las Vegas, who was a head of programming for a network, and he was looking at my social media page, and I used to be a Michelin star chef, and I do crazy adventures. And he just said, "Man, I think you could do a TV show. I mean, the stuff you do is crazy."
Right.
So,
and this is called, what's it called again?
Maneatswild.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Maneatswild, and you're the main dude.
Yeah, it's my show. It's about me.
Awesome. And how's it doing reception-wise?
We're actually the #1 rated show on the network at the moment.
Wow.
On the Outdoor Channel.
Okay.
So
and you happen to run into me at the airport. That's crazy.
I just came back from Greenland filming my last episode.
And I was just talking about Mel Gibson and George Miller.
How funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but this is cool. So what's the theme of the show?
Well, I've got a belief that a lot of people are disconnected from where their food comes from.
Right.
Today. Well, we obviously go to the supermarket, we're so busy, and we've really just lost touch of, where our food comes from. So my show really is about reconnecting people to the source of their food. I go out into the wild, into really exotic and dangerous locations across the globe, and I harvest my own food, and at the end of the episode I do like a gourmet cooking segment out of wild game or fish or foraging. But in the meantime,
I think my cat, I have a cat.
Yeah.
So I think my cat is going to love this show because whenever I put on other animals on the television, he becomes kind of mesmerized. And so you're showing other animals and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do. It's all about culture, cuisine, travel, but the focus really is reconnecting people to their food.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think like my show is becoming like a show about running a show on the run.
Nice. Well,
but like you went in the direction of the wild, but you're from Australia.
That's right.
Right? So like did your past connect with, okay, I've experienced these things about nature and being in Australia that made you kind of like, okay, we're going to do a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what was it, the main thing that you decided to do a nature show? Is that what it is, kind of?
Yeah. I mean, it's a documentary. Yeah, it's a series about being out in the wild. But I guess that's really where we come from, isn't it? Like, that's our origins, really.
Right.
So, and I'm so intrigued by ingredients and fresh ingredients that are, natural. So that's why I guess by default the show takes me to the ends of the earth looking for these ingredients. And
so it's based in cooking, like a chef.
Yeah. I cook every episode.
I think I've seen a few of them. That's insane.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite episode?
I did a really cool episode in the Amazon this year. I got dropped off in the border of Colombia and Brazil, and then I got entrenched with a tribe called the Métis, and they poisoned me with deadly frogs.
They poisoned you?
Yeah.
How did you survive it?
Well, they just gave me enough to make me really sick, and it's like a cleansing.
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
It's like a cleansing thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. So that was your favorite?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So getting poisoned was your favorite?
Pretty much.
Because you survived it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So and then tell me about what you're doing.
Well, I mean, we're not like we do cooking, but we get it all from the grocery store. But we don't do a whole lot of cooking. Linda is like kind of the partner of the show, and we're kind of like suburban survivalists, you know, dealing with the gig economy, dealing with like being outsiders of Hollywood, because we're doing like I'm currently writing like a werewolf thing, but it's about the werewolf is kind of like the costume, and we're doing like this werewolf screenplay. So I've been writing screenplays since I was like 19. So we're looking for people to be a part of it. You definitely, because there's a mixed martial arts aspect to the film, right? And there's a character in it named St. Paddy the Great, which he fights the lead guy, Grace Lippin, and it's kind of another tell of Hoist Gracie and Shamrock. If you ever followed Hoist Gracie and Shamrock?
Yeah, well, Hoist Gracie's the...
Hoist Gracie was, he was a 170-pound kind of normal-looking dude that would fight these like 250-pound muscle men, and he can beat Shamrock, and then Shamrock beat him later on, but that's just like half of the story. Then it turns into a werewolf film. So it's kind of like a comedy.
Dusk Till Dawn kind of stuff.
Well, it's out there. It's, you know, and I'm throwing it around doing readings at night, but I'll definitely show you about it, and then like I'm going to introduce your show one more time on the title of your show.
Maneatswild.
Maneatswild, because it has to do with food.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for interviewing, and I'm going to probably post this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And one more time on the name.
Maneatswild.
No, your name.
Mariokalpou from Maneatswild.
Mariokalpou.
Yeah.
And I'll get the spelling down on it.
Yeah.
Because he did an episode with Frank Stallone. Oh, is that what's his? Is that
Jay Leno?
Jay Leno.
Yeah, that's me and Jay.
Okay.
That's me and Jay, and
you have done some fighting.
Do you know Chuck Liddell?
Sounds familiar.
He's the UFC light heavyweight champion.
Okay, you're the guy I needed to run into.
But then
because this only half the film has to do with UFC. The rest of it turns into a horror film.
Yeah. Let me see. Where's me and Frank? There's me and Frank.
That's Frank Stallone. Yeah, he wrote the theme song.
That's me and Matt Damon.
Oh, it's Matt. Okay, yeah. He was behind the Greenlight Project. Haven't seen him yet. But
so I do.
This is awesome. Yeah.
I do all sorts of stuff. That's when we filming the show.
That's Australia.
No, that's in Namibia. I jumped out of a hot air balloon with a parachute.
So you've done movie work.
Yeah.
Okay. What movies have you been in?
I've done a lot of what do you call it, extra work and nothing crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, you're in my boat.
Yeah.
But you're doing this cooking
is me
thing.
And Frank.
That's Frank.
Wild turkey. I won't be offended if you think it tastes like crap. Absolutely amazing. It really is. I mean, I was actually quite worried for a minute. This is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You like it? No.
Yeah, I did an episode with him.
So really, you're a chef.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know who I met? I met Rocco
Spirito.
He's actually a famous chef too, out of New York. Did a thing called Restaurant.
Yeah.
I get his name. All right. Man Eats Wild. Okay. This is like God sent. This is exactly what I needed. You would not know. I mean, completely God sent. He would be perfect for St. Paddy the Great. But he's from Australia. I haven't written that part in there, but I could certainly change it because he's a great guy, great personality, big dude, kind of older because everyone's older in this film, and just could not think of anything better. So I got his information. I'm going to send him an early copy of the script tonight. And in a million years, I'll tell you this, in a million years, I did not intend to run into that dude at the airport. The only thing is, I was at an international, part of the airport, which is, the terminal that I was at has United Airlines and stuff like that. It's coming out of Australia. He looked like a hunter. I thought he was just a hunter. He kind of is. He's a chef, famous chef from Australia that runs Maneatswild, which is a television show. It's on Hulu and all kinds of craziness. And he's done a little bit of acting, just like me, background acting. But it might be something we could do, and it's the first part of the script. Kind of deals with UFC and stuff because it brings in kind of a primal aspect of the werewolf. Now, the werewolf, we'll get to the werewolf later. He wouldn't be the werewolf. He'd be one of the first victims of the werewolf. I think we'd have to get on a motorcycle, and there's a sequence of the motorcycle. We'd probably get a stuntman too to help. with some of that as well, even though he could probably do his own stunt. But the werewolf actually gets him off the motorcycle. This is cool. This is cool. This is a big step in the aspect of getting a script out there. I told him about that. One of the characters is for Gary Oldman, which is the main werewolf hunter. You know, this is interesting because I think, you know, I was thinking about Dracula the other day, and Gary Oldman played the monster, which was Dracula, you know, the vampire. And Anthony Hopkins, who was older, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, because sometimes I'm wrong about these things, but he appears to be, played the vampire hunter, right? And so this would be now where Gary Oldman playing the werewolf hunter, you know, which is, I don't know. If Gary jumps on, if Oldman jumps on, definitely a chance of lifting this thing off. And meeting Gary Oldman, I mean, I don't know. That would just be big time dream. I didn't get his autograph. I didn't get this dude's autograph. I got the interview though, which is like an autograph. And he said it was cool. There's an airplane right there. First celebrity to get into the vehicle today, September 13th, out of all days. You'd think they'd be unlucky. The first time to get an interview with this dude. It's awesome. And he's a chef too. Cool. Didn't make anything. It'd be cool if we had like a little stir fry thing. We could have done a little stir fry segment. But unfortunately, he's got things to do here. So check it out. Tomorrow morning, this will be the first celebrity appearance on the Please Subscribe show, Cole Spivey channel. And I'm pretty much stoked. I'm pretty stoked. And also, I told him about the screenplay and everything that was going on with the werewolf movie. I have provided my PayPal QR. If you'd like to give to the Please Subscribe show and the Cole Spivey channel, then please give. Have a wonderful day.